Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to more Blackout news here on the Esports Talk channel. We hope you guys all enjoy. Over the past 3 to 4 days, actually a couple big updates dropping for all of you, and let's explain those very fastly in this very short video. But also on top of that, each update will be timestamped down below if you guys want to jump around. The first of which, I do need to clarify, it's only on PS4 as of right now. Of me recording this, by the time you guys watch or later tonight, it should be available on all platforms, that being Xbox, PS4, as well as PC. Players should be seeing all these new updates. The first one is definitely one I love to see, a little throwback to all those Call of Duties out there. For myself, included being the Nades days, and that is the Bowie Knife returning to Blackout, guys. It's going to be a one-hit melee kill, so definitely going to be not a meta-changing weapon. Of course, we don't see melee beatdowns too often, and when we do, usually they are those one hits, so it's not a huge change to anything substantial, but definitely a throwback change and a good quality of life update, I'd call it. A really nice thing, a touch to seeing most Call of Duties out there. The Bowie Knife is now officially back. Now, on top of that, though, one thing for multiplayer, we don't really touch on multiplayer news here. The new Nuketown map will not be out until next week for that's going to be PC and Xbox players, but Nuketown on the Blackout map should be live for all of you by the end of tonight. It's going to be bringing a zombie supply stash as well as, of course, respawning zombies out there. This will replace, of course, the Blightfather. That event is now over. I think it was received decently well a couple weeks after Halloween, so a bit late on that one, but I think the Blightfather all in all was a pretty decent event, and these will be replacing them. So Nuketown on the Blackout map will now spawn in zombies and also be a zombie stash on the map as well. And actually a lot of quality of life updates here for the last 3 or 4 here, pretty much all quality of life besides some weapons balances finally going live. We already talked about that last episode, the first of which, Blackjack Shop, should be going live as well, so you guys can now finally spend your currencies on cosmetics and contraband out there. On top of that, though, a big update for the scoreboard for all of you guys who play duos as well as squad games out there. You can now actually compare your duos and squad, your team kills, to other teams on the map, so definitely a cool quality of life update there. And also, very lastly, guys, we do have a daily tier skip system, so if you earn your merits daily, you can do this once per day and actually skip a tier. So you earn a skip a tier pass by actually earning merits in your matches, and you can do that once per day. So a great way to progress through all those lengthy tiers out there. But also, very lastly, like I said, we touched on weapons balances last episode. Wasn't anything too extreme, especially a slight buff to SMGs out there. We saw mini rifles and assault rifles, especially comparing to SMGs, even up close and personal. Besides that, though, I was very surprised to see the Bowie Knife, a great addition to the game. I don't think it's going to be anything substantial changing. This one might be, though. Concussion grenades have actually been nerfed. Last week they saw a slight buff with increased stack as well as increased throwing distance, and this week is actually a huge update for all of you guys who have ever been concussed before, because you can now actually change your position. Before, when you were concussed, your character automatically held your hands up in your face, and you can now actually change positions. Of course, go prone, you can also squat or kneel, and also, of course, stand up as well. You can actually choose your position after you're concussed, which is a pretty big update. So it's a pretty big nerf for concussion grenades, which I thought, especially in the Blackout mode, when they removed the 9-bang, still in multiplayer mode, but for Blackout, you would think if they removed other nades out there like the 9-bang, they would actually make these nades better. It seems a bit of balancing coming out for concussion. You can still hold 2 of them, you can still throw them from a great distance, but concussion wise, they have been nerfed a slight bit. And then very lastly, I don't think it needed it, and again, obviously it's my opinion out there. You guys probably hold different opinions as well. The Paladin has even gotten better. One of the few weapons out there which was already near that #1 sniper spot definitely is now gonna one hit just about anything that's not wearing level 3 armor and helmet. But alongside that, a slight buff to actually its damage, because apparently beforehand a lot of enemies were being left with minimal health, and Treyarch saw this as an option to buff the damage a slight bit, so there should be quite a few more one hits from the Paladin. It is now guaranteed its spot in the #1 sniper spot in the game. But hope you guys all enjoy the Blackout quick news update, quick patch update for all of you guys in terms of weapon balances. I'm sure many updates will be coming soon for this. All in all, I think great quality of life updates, and hopefully some more updates coming to the game. Now, if we can only convince some more streamers to actually play Blackout, because it seems at 8 AM American time, well, it's not doing too strong. But still enjoying the game, and hope you guys are as well, as we approach hopefully a nearing Blackout event sometime towards Christmas. But I hope you guys all enjoy. As always, my name is Jake. I'll see you back here next time with more Blackout news, and I'll see you then.